So yes, if you've given yourself enough time and effort for a certain kind of health regime with Taurus ruling your 6th house, don't be afraid to try something different. And also, I would just say if something isn't working with what you need to do throughout the week, or the way you manage your time and your tasks, to give yourself the freedom to change it, and don't get too stuck or fixated or ignore the fact that you have the ability to make minor changements to bring things into alignment, or even take risks to try something different that might work out. So that's the only thing that I would watch out for with Taurus ruling your 6th house. However, with Taurus ruling your 6th house here, fixed earth, you should have this ability to ground and to use this energy to really hone your energy, your Sag energy in, and make practical, methodical steps in effectively accomplishing tasks and meeting deadlines and doing all the necessary chunking it takes to make sure you meet the necessary requirements from your life and your schedule throughout the week, every week. And also with Taurus ruling your 6th house, I would say a blind spot for you, Sag rising, as far as this hidden oppositional energy could stem from this energy that comes out in other souls, as far as feeling resistant or not wanting to change one's opinion, or it would just have some sort of fixed like quality where this secret oppositional energy that comes out through people, places, and things, it just may feel like there's some sort of resistance to change. So it's hard to break down. It's like a wall, perhaps, some sort of block. So also Sag rising with your descendant, your 7th house, being ruled by Gemini. This is where this shadow side or opposite side of your own character is highly mental and stimulated by the mind, specifically the left side of the brain, because Sag, you rule the right side of the brain, but with your descendant being Gemini, left side, when you're at home or in your sacred space here, it's like sometimes it's hard to turn the chatter off, or there's this psychic entropy where things just totally just keep getting shuffled around in your mind. However, you do want to learn about so much, and you want to have your hands in different pots here, and there's a lot of needing mental stimulation, needing to know the whys of life with mutable air here on this axis. Gemini, your 7th house. You attract people that are very curious, that will fan your flame here and will help kind of bring down or bring the details into your bigger visionary thinking capacity here, because you are very philosophical and you're a big thinker. Your ideology is very expansive. Your 7th house being ruled by Gemini will help bring in the details to make better sense of where this knowledge and wisdom comes from, and to make it palatable when you teach or explain. This is where the Gemini energy is a benefit for you to draw off of and to learn from. And also this representing your significant other or partnership. You'll need to learn from these people that you mirror, you know, the shadow side of yours, to be more detail oriented. When you learn, you have to start at the basic level, the left side of the brain, in order to really understand the information you get, so that when you do branch off and expand into, you know, deeper knowledge and wisdom and a higher sense of enlightenment, you'll have a basis to jump off from. There'll be provable information, references to go back and really put the pieces together in order to retain such information. And also, when you do become that teacher out in the world, you will need to learn this Gemini polarity in order to, like I said before, make things palatable, make your ability to communicate what you've learned and how you've learned it, and piece by piece and into the details, how to explain such phenomena in a way where people can understand you and your teaching can become effective. And also, this will give you the capacity to store information and be able to channel the sources of where you accumulated what information from where and from whom and store it long term. Because you'll know from the grassroots up where it came from, how it was learned, the details in and out. So as a Sagittarius rising, your 8th house will be ruled by Cancer. So here, this is where you are needing a nurturing energy on a deep, intimate level in order to make you feel connected with the hidden and the mysteries of life. So here, this is where emotions help trigger your sensations of, or it helps to trigger the senses in a way where you get a sense of feeling healed and nurtured from intimacy and from a matriarchal type of energy here. Cancer ruling your 8th house. This is where you can create a safe container to really explore the depths of what you like intimately. And because Cancer rules this part of your chart, this will also be a place where you can feel safe to explore, and you can also get a lot of healing from. So for you, the exploration of intimacy with Cancer ruling your 8th house will be this portal to feeling safe, and it will give you the ability to receive nurturing and will heal you on a deep esoteric level. Also with Cancer cardinal water ruling your 8th house here, this is where you have perhaps this tendency to be sentimental about death and birth. So it's as if whenever you experience death in your life or birth in your life, there's this sentimental connection with life in general, whether a soul is entering the world or transpiring or leaving, so to say. There is this tendency to want to nurture or to feel emotionally connected or have this motherly like love to the soul. To say the least, it brings out your feelings and your emotions with the experience of death or with birth in your life. And also the 8th house here, there could be the need to heal deeper connections with partners, or deeper, there could be the need to emotionally heal from intimate connections of some sort or another, or there could be a power dynamic that is stimulated from motherly type figures, or there could be the need to understand the psychology from a feminine-like nature. So what I mean by that is there's a need to just understand why it's necessary to provide safe spaces for one to open up to on a deeper level, with Cancer ruling over your 8th house. So I would even go as far to say, with Cancer ruling your 8th house here, a deeper part of healing for you would be to explore your emotional connections that are connected with intimacy. So, with your 9th house being ruled by Leo, this is what opens your heart within your chart. Fixed fire here on the 9th house makes you feel very much alive and inspired when you're able to travel and learn about culture and spirituality and why certain religions function and in some of the ways they do, and learn the history of all that. This is what makes you feel free and sporadic, and gives you a sense of this is how you can lead others. Also, with the 9th house being ruled by Leo,